morning and welcome everyone. What a gorgeous day we have today. We've escaped some rain. We had some great rain overnight, and I'm hoping God is delivering all of his rain today and tomorrow so that we will have a gorgeous day when it's time for Race for Grace on Friday. Hey, if you don't know me, I'm Dr. Pettinger, and this is Grace Christian School, the T- show. I am so glad that you are here today. Our T- show comes on every week, and this is where we give you great information about what's going on at Grace Christian School, and we try to answer your questions that you might have and everything like that. So thank you so much for tuning in. It looks like we have a great audience today. And we're going to be sharing a lot of new things that are happening on our campus. And we have something new that we're sharing on the show. Look at that. It's the Yorku Cam. Something new is the Yorku Cam that we'll bring him in occasionally that you'll be able to see. He's told us that he wanted to be in the show. You know what? Today is pretty amazing. It's Dr. P Day here at Grace Christian School. And so many kids have gone way out of their way to dress kind of like me. And I am honored and humbled by how much love is being shown today by all of the students. So thank you, parents, for all of your support and helping them with that. It is terrific to see that kind of participation level here at Grace Christian School. You know, this is our YouTube channel and our Facebook channel. We are now broadcasting in two different areas. We're trying to make it easier to get our message, whatever platform you happen to be watching. But one of the big platforms that we're on is YouTube, and it's really important that you subscribe, excuse me for one moment, to our channel. And the reason for that is once we get to 1,000 subscribers, we are able to broadcast from a mobile device. And that really allows a lot more freedom for us to be able to do things. Now, we know there could be a security concern doing from a mobile device, but it outweighs the security. We don't put kids' last names when we broadcast things live, and we take a lot of precautions when we do this. If there is a parent who has a child on a non-video disclosure, we make sure that we don't include them on videos that we're sending out live, and we make every attempt to do that. It looks like we have a lot of guests on between all of the different channels. I'm looking that we have about 35 people on right now, and that is fabulous. But it is important, if you are able to subscribe to the YouTube channel, to do that now. Tell your friends, your neighbors, and everything like that, because once we hit 1,000, it allows us to do all those extra things. Well, you know what? Race for Grace is right around the corner. Oh my goodness, did you see that? I hit the wrong button. Some reason I had that going over to Yorku. Bear with us. We're learning some different things today. But let's see. I lost my train of thought, but it is coming back on the track now. Race for Grace, like I said earlier, is coming this Friday. And we are privileged to be able to have Mrs. Mullaney on the show. Hopefully this all works out, and we are going to try to bring her on. Let's see her. There she is. Look at that gorgeous view out there. Her picture seems to be frozen. Mrs. Mullaney, are you there? I'm here. Let's see here. Let's see. The guest has muted themselves, so Mrs. Mullaney has the mute button on her phone hit, so we're not able to hear her at the moment. So, Mrs. Mullaney, are you there now? She has her muted. So we'll come back to Mrs. Mullaney in just a second, and we'll come right back to her. I feel like that we're, trying to reach the moon, so there's a couple of things that she needs to do in order to get online. If you're watching the show and you're at school, if you can tell Mrs. Mullaney just to disconnect and then re-sign on, that might help a little bit. But what a beautiful view behind her. There's a few things that she's going to talk to us about. She's flipped her phone. And let's see if we can go back to Mrs. Mullaney here. Don't you just love technology? Mrs. Mulaney, it says here you still have your phone muted. Are you able to hear me, Mrs. Mulaney? Yeah, but your phone is muted, so you have something pushed there that is muting you from us being able to hear you. And that's a great view of the sky. And there's Mrs. Oru. Let's see here. This all worked in rehearsal. Can you believe that? Let's see here. There is nothing I can do to help her, and this may not work. Oh, there we go. You unmuted yourself. Mrs. Mulaney, are you there? There we go. Thank you so much for bearing with us, everyone. Mrs. Mulaney, we have you on today because we want you to talk about Race for Grace. Share a little bit about what's going on.
Wonderful. Thank you for all you wonderful families for supporting your students during Race for Grace. We are so excited. In fact, we have breaking news. We are so excited. We're going to add one more day of prize. That would be tomorrow. And we definitely want to break our goals. So tonight, if you can empty out your banks and let's get our goal, we're going to pop that goal and have a great time. And even if it's a mud run on Friday, you only live once. We're going to have a great time. Also, we want to include our distance learners. For our distance learners, we miss you. And we want you to know we think about you, we care about you, and we are going to do something special just for you. For all of those distance learners that have not only sent out emails and text messages, but have also brought in donations, you will be entered into a drawing. And tomorrow, Dr. Pettinger is going to pull the winner from that pile of students that have brought in donations. And guess what? You are going to win, how's that? A plethora of prizes. So you will find out what that is tomorrow. And we encourage you again to bring more donations. We're going to get that goal. We're going to beat it, and we're going to have fun on Friday. It's a beautiful day today. And Dr. Pettinger, that's it for me. Back to the studio.
All right, Mrs. Mulaney, thank you so much for being on today. We greatly appreciate it. It is very windy out there, and don't you just love live shots, the wind's blowing and everything like that. Now you really have a heart for what sometimes live reporters are dealing with in all the different things. So Mrs. Mulaney, thanks so much for coming on today. We greatly appreciate it. So Race for Grace is this Friday. We are having Carl's Jr. for everybody, and school lets out at 12 noon on that day. So come pick up your child at 12 noon. If they're not being picked up, they will go to daycare, which you will not be charged for, from 12 o'clock to 3. After 3 o'clock, then it turns into traditional daycare. And if you don't already have a daycare account set up, one will be set up for you. And we'll go through the proper daycare billing processes at that point. But it's going to be a great day. Our distance learners, if you wanted Carl's Jr., you just needed to contact the office, and they'll have your orders ready for you. And you'll be told how you can go through and pick those up. In addition, you will have the opportunity to eat at home after you've done your run. And if you send us pictures and things like that, we'll be sure to include those as we put out some different information with our news flash and everything like that. So that's this Friday, Race for Grace. It's going to be a great day. Hey, pull out your calendars right now. On March 23rd is Vision Screening Day here at Grace Christian Schools. Like I mentioned in prior T- shows, that we are the first school in Orange County that's being able to offer the vision screening because of the fact of all our protocols and procedures as it relates to COVID. So that will be taking place on March 23rd, and that's when we get a chance to go through, have our vision tested, and make sure that we're able to see, or if we need glasses or anything of that. Also mark your calendars for March 18th. That is an early release day at 11:30, as it's a teacher in-service day. So mark that on your calendars, early release at 11:30 on March 18th for teacher in-service. And on March 17th, which also happens to be St. Patrick's Day, make sure you wear green to school that day, is Wahoo Fish Taco Day. Let us do the cooking for you. It's the Wahoo Fish Tacos located in Los Alamitos, And anybody that goes that day, it's all day long. A portion of your sales is donated back to Grace Christian Schools that helps us with so many other programming possibilities here at our school. Junior high has a lot of things coming up. And today, a big day for them, is it's report card day. So report cards have been emailed home or will be emailed home today for all of our junior high students. So parents, make sure you're on the lookout for those. And grades should not be a surprise ever, whether it be elementary or junior high, when the report cards come home, because of the strong program that we have that's called RenWeb. RenWeb allows you as a parent to be able to go on at any time and access your child's account and see how they're doing in every single subject that they're taking here at Grace. It'll also let you know what they received on a grade. It'll let you know if assignments are missing or what assignments are pending. So RenWeb, I strongly recommend that you log in and look at that. It's unfortunate that we all don't do that, because we have a access on this side that we're able to see that some parents don't, and that's okay. If you're overwhelmed with 100 things coming in and your child does fine and you can count on the report card or the progress report, that's great also. Let's see, along with junior high, on March 18th is junior high kickback. Parents that have junior hires are familiar with that. That's an opportunity for us to reward students who are doing good academically and with citizenship in class throughout the last quarter, that they get to do something special. And it's either go to the park or we do something here on campus. And it gives them a chance to just get out of the normal norm of going to class. So that's what's happening with quarter kickback. Next thing is COVID numbers are down all the way across the board. If you've been watching on television, you will notice that the numbers are great in Orange County. It says they're great also in Los Angeles County. Orange County's numbers are now such that it would put them immediately into the red zone. And we have a couple of the numbers that are ready to go in, that are eligible for the orange zone. Now, we've listened to the governor speak, and he stated that once we hit 2 million vaccines in certain areas of the state, those numbers that are required will be adjusted downward. So there will be more freedom to open things within the different counties in the state of California. So we're looking forward to see that. And our teachers, many of our teachers are eligible for vaccines. Every one of our staff members are. And many of our teachers have gone and got vaccines, and they are not required by our staff, but they have the opportunity to go get them. And they have been exercising that opportunity for the teachers who do want to get them. And I just want to thank the Orange County Health Department for working with us throughout all of this and continuing to keep us informed with information so that we can keep our students safe. We have had a couple of schools reach out to us within the last 2 weeks, trying to get more information about how we've been able to do things since August, because their schools, and these are public schools that are getting ready to open, and they're trying to have and emulate the success record that we have done here at Grace since August 23rd when we opened. So there are 10 weeks left of school. It's hard to believe we're coming to the final stretch. We have a week of Easter break coming, and we're getting ready to wrap some things up as we come through. We have a few more big events that we're planning right now that we will share with you in the weeks to come. But I strongly encourage you to set up your YouTube account or your Facebook account so that you can see us and that you are able to subscribe now. There's our good friend Yorku right now. Here we can come over and see him on the actual Yorku cam. He's sleeping. So what a life of a dog. Excuse me. We're going to start the show all over again. But anyway, that concludes this week's T-Minus show. I ask you to subscribe if you're not already a member on YouTube or Facebook. That allows us to reach more people with our message. Anyway, thank you, parents, for partnering with us. We're going to try to set up a live cam for Race for Grace so that you're able to go on and be able to watch what's happening at the different intervals of the race. It's some technology that we're trying to work through right now, and if we're able to do it, you will be able to see the Race for Grace streamed right here on our YouTube channel and hopefully on our Facebook channel as well. So parents, thank you again for partnering, allowing us to partner with you in raising tomorrow's leaders. I hope that all of you have a terrific day, and until next time, may God continue to bless your family. Have a great